Hello, wifeys. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I'm nervous. Hello, wifeys. Welcome back to my channel. It's Michaela here, and tonight we're gonna get into my. Let's see if I can get them all. My summer reading list. Okay. We're gonna get into some books that I want to read this summer that I have begun reading, and I think we're just gonna go over the description. If I recognize the author, we'll talk about it, and if I'm already reading it, we'll talk about it. So get a snack. I'm trying to decide. My mother-in-law bought me these cute snacks, and I don't know which one I want to munch on. These look good. I'm hungry. Mousse. This is caramel coated popcorn with nuts and dark chocolate. I don't think I want that. I think I want to try these little strawberry sandwich biscuits because hello. But yeah, let's talk. I did a summer reading because when you're a book girly, you acquire books faster than you. Oh, it's broken. I hate that. They're like little shortbread cookies. They're like a cookie. But do y'all remember the vanilla wafers? It's like the vanilla wafer cream in there. That's good. Oh my god, 2 cookies is 235 calories. I don't really count calories. It is yummy. I did go for a second one. Just 1 second and we'll start talking. Wow. Why was that so delicious? So as I showed y'all, I have 10 books here that I wanted to split up across, I don't know if y'all can ignore that, but I split them up June, July, August, September, because summer, this is my summer reading list, adult summer reading list. How cute. I thought that was just a way to get me, I was saying, as a book girl, you accumulate books quicker than you read them, and then you kind of get, well, let me just speak for myself. I get kind of out of whack and I don't know what I want to read first. So I felt like this was a fun way to work through my TBR. I made it a summer reading list. So cute. Because me and my husband were talking about being in school and, you get your summer reading. They don't even do that anymore. We have to give our kids their own. We have to create our own summer reading list for the kids because the school systems don't even do that anymore. But when we were kids in their age, we would have to read 2 books a summer and come back with a report, and you know what I mean? But anywho, I was like, oh, well, that'd be fun for me as an adult because duh. So let's get into it. So for June, I said that I wanted to do The Deal and Score for June. So I'm actually, it's July 8th. I'm behind. I mean, I read this. I didn't start reading this until June 20th, I want to say. I didn't start the summer reading list until summer officially started because it took me a while to get through Lights Out. But this is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. And y'all look at my cute little bookmark. I got this from Chili's. Chili's is doing the Love Island margarita for July, and this comes in your drink, and I took it as a bookmark. How cute is that? But yeah, I'm on chapter 37. This is actually my friend's book. She let me borrow because she thought it was a cutesy read. But the kids in college, they started off as a tutor situation. He's on the hockey team. Clearly he's on the hockey team, and she's smart in a specific class, and he needs a tutor, and then she needs help with intimacy and all the you know what I mean. It's just okay, I'm gonna help you and you're gonna help me, and we're platonic and da da da. They're not platonic. They're not platonic. They're so cute. But, they end up together. I think this was taking me so long to finish, this little chunk. My toxic trait is I don't like when they get together. Once they get together, my interest dives off a cliff. Okay, like I am done. I'm like, okay, wrap it up, because I don't know. I think I'm a chase girl. I think I like the chase. I like the will they, won't they. And then if they will, it's like, okay, well, bye. You know, like that's not fun. But yeah, this was good though, because like they did it for a while. I like that this is all I have to like push myself through to finish. But my friend said that something else does happen, to just hurry up and knock it out. But I only have like 40 pages left. But yeah, this is really cute. So that was a part of June. And then I have Score here by Kennedy Ryan. Love her writing. I put those in June because I knew I had like the less time, and I knew that I could get through those quick. I just didn't. I've been vacationing. I've been not focused. I've been hosting parties, vacationing. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just not feeling settled right now. But anyways, so this is Score by Kennedy Ryan. And this says, you never forget your first love. Isn't that what they say? Verity Hill knows this truth intimately. Okay, she didn't simply miss Wright Bellamy. When they parted ways in college, she's haunted by his touch. Every kiss any lover since is a shadow of what they had. I haven't read this. Time heals all wounds. Isn't that what they say? Monk doesn't believe that for a second. He wasn't simply betrayed when he and Verity split. He was devastated, with parts of him left behind in the ruins of all that was destroyed. That's all I'm going to read. And that sounds compelling. And I loved, this is the second installment. I forget what the series is called. Let's look it up. The Hollywood Renaissance series. Real is the first installment of that. And when I say I read Real in like 24 to 48 hours, it was so good. It was so good. And like, that's how you know you like the author. Like, I like Kennedy Ryan's writing, because like I didn't even know what this book was about. And I was like, I need Score. And my husband's like, okay. So I went and picked that up. So I'm excited to get into this one. So I am behind schedule, but I don't care. I'm reading this next, basically, once I finish The Deal. And then we can move into July. Let's move into July. Thrifted books. Like my public library does annual book sale to get rid of like all the books that they're trying to get rid of, you know. And I go bananas every year. So this was a part of that haul. And this is Confidence by Denise Mina. And this was compelling. This okay, let's read it. It says deception, theft, murder. All you need is confidence, okay? It says Anna McDonald has made a terrible mistake. She has forced her blended family to vacation together. The weather is bad, her daughters are bored, and her ex-husband is still insufferable. Oh, and her podcasting partner, Finn Cohen, has come along and brought his latest girlfriend too. So when news of a shocking kidnapping breaks, Anna and Finn do the responsible thing. They take off to solve the case. Isn't that cute? It reminds me of like The White Lotus. So I was like, duh. So I'm going to read this, and look at how pretty it is. I usually let my husband take this. He's good at like taking stickers off and like getting all the sticky off for me. So that's usually later. Okay, and then I also said for July, where is that book? Oh, it's in my... Hold on. Next for July, I have Only for the Week. And this is so cute. I think this is just very popular. So you probably know it when you see it. But funny story is I bought one of my friends, Crystal, this book. And she doesn't like spice, or like, you know, like she doesn't really like spice. And she was like, I don't know. But she said it was pretty good. Like she would skip the spice scene. So she said she thinks I would like it. But this one says, a destination wedding in Tulum should be a breeze. But Dr. Janelle Cross, the sister of the bride and the ex-girlfriend of the groom, can't catch a break. Between her maid of honor duties, her sister's bridezilla antics, and her family tiptoeing around her non-existent feelings for her ex, Janelle is desperate to let off some steam. So when the best man, Rome, proposes, they give into their undeniable chemistry. Janelle agrees under one condition: their affair can only last a week. It's by Natasha Bishop. I've never read anything by her, but I'm excited about that. So that is a part of it. And then the last book for July is Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke. I'm excited about it. What's going on that like hardbacks are now less expensive than paperbacks? I've always been a paperback girl because like I do inappropriate things to my book. So like I don't know, I like to just, I don't know, that's why I just have my books. I really don't like to borrow people's books. I don't treat their books like that, but like my own paperback book, like I'll bend that mug back, I'll dog ear, like I don't, you know what I mean? It's mine, it's my collection. I'm not burning the book. I'm just not, you know, I'm just kind of like, it's a book. Like, this is serious to me. Like, this is so serious. I don't like hardbacks. Let's focus. Okay. It says, my name was Natalie Heller Mills, and I was perfect at being alive. Natalie Heller Mills is a traditional American woman, a beautiful wife and mother who sells her pioneer lifestyle on raw milk, farm fresh eggs to her millions of social media followers. Her farmhouse is charmingly rustic, her husband a handsome cowboy, her 6 children, each more delightful than the last. So what if there are nannies and producers behind the scenes? Her kitchen is hiding industrial grade fridges and ovens, and her husband is the heir of a political dynasty. What Natalie's followers don't know won't hurt them. And the angry women, the privileged Ivy League coastal elite haters who call her an anti-feminist iconoclast, they're sick with jealousy because Natalie isn't simply living the good life, she's building an empire. Until one morning she wakes up in a life that isn't hers. Her home, her husband, her children, they're all familiar but wrong. Her kitchen is warmed by a sputtering fire rather than electricity. Her children are dirty and strange. And her soft-handed husband is suddenly a competent farmer. Carved into the wooden threshold is the date 1855. Just yesterday, Natalie was curating photos of homemade jam for her Instagram, and now she's expected to haul firewood, hand wash clothes until her fingers bleed. Has she become the unwitting star of a ruthless reality show? Could it really be time travel? Is she being tested by God? By Satan? When Natalie suffers a brutal injury in the woods, she realizes 2 things. This is not her beautiful life, and she must escape by any means possible. Isn't that interesting? Doesn't that sound compelling? And that we'll get into it. I feel like this one we're gonna get really into it because it just grinds my gears. The sentiments online. Yeah, they're putting up this, but they're making millions. You know what I mean? It's just like, I think this one's gonna feed me. Selected for July. Isn't that fun? I feel like it's like well-rounded. We got a little love, we got a little murder, we got a little, I don't know, mystery, thriller, or political, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, that's July. And then let's get into August. Okay, so for August we have another one of my book sale books. This is called Summer at the Cape by Ray Ann Thane. And let's see. As the older sibling to identical twins Violet and Lily, Cammie Porter has always been the odd sister out. The divide grew even wider when their parents split up. While the twins stayed in Cape Sanctuary with the free-spirited mother, Rosemary, 14-year-old Cammie moved to LA with her attorney father. Nearly 20 years later, when Cammie gets the terrible news that Lily has drowned saving a child's life, her mother begs her to return home to help untangle the complicated estate issues her sister left behind. She gonna fall in love. Let's read the rest. Okay. Navigating their own strained relationship, Cammie readjusts to the family and community she hasn't known for decades, including the neighbor who stands in the way of her late sister's dream. While Violet grieves the loss of her twin and struggles to figure out who she is now without her other half, as the little girl Lily saved pulls her back into the orbit of a man she once loved. So it's given like small town. She comes back home, and boom, she's in love. And then I also have Anatomy of an Alibi by Ashley Elston. I love Ashley Elston's writing. She wrote First Lie Wins. I read that book twice. It was really, 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 really good. Look at the pink. Oh, so cute. All right. Everyone at Chantilly's bar noticed out-of-towner Camille Bayless. Red lips, designer heels, sipping a Negroni. But that woman wasn't Camille Bayless. It was Aubrey Price. All right, it says Camille Bayless appears to have the picture-perfect life. She's married to a hotshot lawyer, Ben, and is the daughter of a wealthy Louisiana family. Only nothing is as it seems. Camille believes Ben has been hiding dirty secrets for years, but she can't find proof because he tracks her every move. Aubrey Price has been haunted by the terrible night that changed her life a decade ago, and she's convinced Benjamin Bayless knows something about it. Living in a house full of criminals, Aubrey understands there's more than one way to get to the truth, and she may have found the best way in. Aubrey and Camille hatch a plan. It sounds simple. For 12 hours, Aubrey will take Camille's place, Camille will spy on Ben, and the two women will get answers they desperately seek. Except the next morning, Ben is found murdered. Both women need an airtight alibi, but only one of them has it. And one false step is all it takes to make everything come undone. Love that for me. And then I said that I wanted to read This Could Be Us. I love this series. I mean, this is only the second book in I think this is the Skyland series, but Before I Let Go healed something in me, okay? And I read Before I Let Go at such a time where I needed that. You know what I mean? You need that refresh, you need that push. It was so good. Oh, it was so good. But this Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. Let's see. And it follows like four girlfriends. I think it's 4 girlfriends. Maybe 3. But they're, the one that was with Wade, the last book. And then this one's Soledad. Soledad Barnes has her life all planned out. Because, of course she does. She plans everything. She fixes everything. She's never met a party she couldn't host or a charge she couldn't lead. But none of her varied talents help when the life she built with the man who was supposed to be her forever goes poof in a cloud of betrayal and disillusion. He was acting weird in the last book. So, you know what I mean? It's like you can read them all, in separate...
Mom.
Ivy?
Are you doing makeup?
No, I'm not doing makeup. There's no time to grieve. She's too busy keeping a roof over her daughter's head and food on the table. And in the process of saving them all, Soledad rediscovers herself. From the ashes of the life she burned to the ground, something bold and new can rise. What, Ivy? So this is August.
Oh.
And I know it's a bit much, but I just figured I'd rather make it... Ivy, can you close the door? Thank you. Ooh, with you on the other side. What are you staying in here for? But basically, I'd rather over pick a book. I'd rather have a bigger stack that I can't get through than to not have enough. But because on average, and this is really pushing it for me because on average I've been not reading that much at all. Okay, and then for September I have Quicksilver. I'm excited about this one. Do not touch the sword, do not turn the key, do not open the gate. 24-year-old Ceres Fane is good at keeping secrets. No one knows about the strange power she possesses or the fact that she has been picking pockets and stealing from the undying queen's reservoirs for as long as she can remember. In the land of the unforgiving desert, there isn't much a girl wouldn't do for a glass of water. But sooner or later, every secret comes out. When Ceres comes face to face with death himself, she inadvertently reopens the gateway between the realms.
What's this, Mama?
A book. And transported.
A book?
Yes. Go watch Blue in your room, okay? And eat your cookie. Okay? Okay, thank you. Go watch TV. Sorry. Okay. Okay, when Ceres comes face to face with death himself, she inadvertently reopens a gateway between realms and is transported to a land of ice and snow. The Fae have always been the stuff of myth, of legend, of nightmares, but it turns out they're real. And Ceres has landed right in the middle of a centuries-long conflict that might just get her killed. The first of her kind to tread the frozen mountains of Evelia in over 1,000 years. I don't want to read all that. This sounds good, okay? I'm a fantasy girly. I love fantasy, romanticy, love it. So I'm excited about that. That's by Callie Hart. And look at it. It's silver. You see that? It's beautiful. And then last in September, I said that I wanted to read One of Our Kind by Nicola Yoon. This says Get Out meets the Stepford Wives in a #1 New York Times bestseller. When Jasmine and King Williams moved their family to the planned Black utopia of Liberty, California, they hope to find a community of like-minded people, a place where their family can thrive. King settles in at once, embracing the Liberty ethos, including the Lux Wellness Center at the top of the hill, which is the heart of the community. But Jasmine struggles to find her place. She expected to meet fellow liberals and social justice activists striving for racial equality, but Liberty residents seem more focused on booking spa treatments and ignoring the world's troubles. Jasmine's only friends in the community are equally perplexed and frustrated by Liberty's outlook, a frustration that turns to dread when their loved ones start embracing the Liberty way of life. As Jasmine learns more about Liberty and its founder, she discovers a terrible secret, one that threatens to destroy her world in ways she never could have imagined. Chilling and captivating, One of Our Kind will have you hooked from the first page. Doesn't that sound compelling? I like that. Get Out, Stepford Wives. Get Out scared me, but Stepford Wives, love it. And I just love a little thriller twist. But that's my summer reading list. Those are my physical books. I'm listening to on Audible. My best friend, he has Audible, and when he's not in the mood or he doesn't have anything picked, he'll let me use one of his credits and like I'm logged in basically. But I'm listening to Careless People by I forget. Careless People by, let me look it up real quick. Sarah Wynne Williams. Is Careless People a cautionary tale of power, greed, and lost idealism? It's a memoir, basically. She's the former Facebook public policy director. I'm about 4 chapters in, and I'm already irritated with her. It's interesting, but basically, yeah, she's a whistleblower, and she's kind of, telling her side of things. She's kind of irritating me because the way she's setting up the story is like she didn't know she didn't understand what she was doing or what her impact and her role was. But like, it's just very hard to believe when you're saying that, but at the same time you're laying out this is my thing, okay? You start out doing the people's work. I mean, I just feel like we all have to do our part to make this society, this world work, right? So she started out working at the UN, and she was not satisfied, which, I mean, dissatisfaction, sure. She wanted growth, she wanted more, she was hungry for something more, okay? She felt like she wasn't doing enough in the embassy, in the UN. Then she transferred to the embassy of I forget where she's from. Wherever she's from, she started working for their embassy, and then 2009 she goes to Facebook. But she's claiming not to know what she's getting herself into, but at the same time she's like pitching to Facebook, you can revolutionize politics through your platform. That she saw like an opening to affect change. And like, that's what her whole plight was with switching her career so much. She wasn't affecting change. She wasn't changing anything. She wasn't influencing anything. So like, you're on a quest for power, and you're trying to tell me you didn't know what you're getting yourself into? Like, girl, please. You know, like, she's kind of like pissing me off a little bit. But they say, like, you know, on Threads, I got into a conversation on Threads, and like, they were like, oh, she's gonna get a little bit more. Because the more you get into it, it's like, you were there for a long while. So she, at some point, she does have to like take accountability and say, oh, at this point, you know, So, but I guess right now she wants me eyes wide open. She didn't know what she was doing, what she was getting herself into, but she was getting herself into it. Begging, pleading, auditioning. When I say audition, I mean like interviewing. But like, I feel like it's auditioning. It's not interviewing when you're wanting them to create something for you, a role for you. I feel like that's an audition, but she's pitching. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like, yeah, she's kind of irritating me. But I want to get to the meat of it about, you know, the effects that Facebook has, you know, skipped over about how the screens affect us and our children and you know. So I'm trying to push through. But you know, that girl boss, that girl, like, my thing is, you gotta stand on it. Yeah, if you're gonna girl boss. If you're gonna girl boss, and then write a book about how I was hungry, I went for it, you know, and yeah, it wasn't right, but I wanted to change something, you know what I mean? Just stand on it. I don't like it when you decide to girl boss and then later you're like, I didn't know, I was just an innocent girl. Like, girl, you were girl bossing. You wanted power, you wanted influence, you get what I'm saying? Like, you wanted affluence, you wanted money, you just spade a spade. Why you gotta act like you're innocent? Just say you're sorry. You're not even sorry. Don't even say you're sorry. Just move on. But anyways, yeah, I'm listening to Careless People on Audible. So I should be done with that relatively quickly. But yeah, that's my summer reading list, you guys. I know this was a different type of video. I never did a standalone video for books before on my channel. But at the tender age of 32, I'm just starting to do what I want to do. So here's my summer reading list. Let me know if y'all are reading anything, if y'all are interested in anything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will probably see you guys this weekend for a weekly vlog. Bye.